Hey guys, so today we are going to show you how we butcher our chickens. Through trial and error, we have found that the fastest and easiest method when it's just the two of us, okay, mostly just my husband, is that we use boiling.
The final day.
We use a turkey pot. It's the easiest method.
We got our scalding pot here. The water's about 145 degrees. And so we're just gonna dip her in, him or her. Make sure the whole body gets under the water.
Why do you do that?
This will help loosen the feathers for plucking. Makes things a lot easier. Just check the feathers. Not quite ready. Let's see if these wing feathers, if they pull out easy, you know it's good. Another sign, you can see the skin of the leg is starting to come off. That's a good sign. It's almost done. I'll probably dip her one more time. You can see that these feathers are pulling out pretty easy. So that's how you know you got a good scald, and the rest of these will pretty much just peel right off. You can see these almost just wipe right off once you got a good scald. Takes a little while still, but come out nice and easy. I like to get the chicken cleaned out, get all the guts out of the inside, make sure all the blood's rinsed out. We take the feet off at this point. So you just got to make an opening at this end where everything's going to come out of. And you can see the intestines and whatnot in there. Make sure you have a good sharp knife. Makes things easier. And then you leave a few of these tail feathers on, flip the bird over, and just at about the tailbone there, you make a cut and bring it around to your other opening. If you're going to eat the skin, try and leave as much of it there as you can. A lot of the connective tissue just comes apart pretty easily. This is when you're going to want your bucket too for all this stuff. It'll all go inside. And again, just kind of get in there. Push, pull, squeeze, tug until everything's out. Get the most of it from one end. Then we go up to the other end. You can see again where that crop is. The neck, we leave as much of that skin as possible too, just for roasting purposes or whatever flavor. We'll get this end opened up. So now here's the crop. Gotta kind of loosen it from the skin. Make sure you get all that out of there, because that will spoil the meat if you leave it in there. And that's the other end of what we had disconnected from the bottom end. And make sure all this stuff, here's the esophagus. There's the neck. And then you just get rid of all that. And the neck you can cut back with tin snips, or try and cut through it with a knife, or just leave it there for later on. We'll take care of that. And you should be able to
Rinse it out,
and the water should be able to flow. Like I'm touching finger to finger right now. Everything should go right straight through the center of the bird. That way you know you got everything. Kind of scrape with your hands a little bit. Get as much of the tissue out of there.
Okay, so another tip when you are doing your own chickens is the weather. When we first did our chickens, we got a little too excited, and I think we had how many, 6 of them at one time on the table. It was hot. The sun was like beating down. It was just not a good situation. So today it's a cool.
Flies were out.
The flies were out. I don't even think we even saved all of them because we just couldn't keep up with the two of us trying to get them all done. So think about the weather and pick a cooler day, and that's why we kind of started doing our meat birds the end of summer.
Rest of it, we'll get rid of these feet. You just bend them in half right there and cut that tendon. You'll feel the leg kind of go loose at that point, and you just want to find right in between, that's the top end of that joint and the bottom end where they connect. Just cut the skin all the way around, and you can really just kind of break that apart and use the knife to cut the tendons. Then we're just going to put a layer of salt on it.
So we just recently got the Food Saver last year when BJ's had this, you guys, for $99 for their Black Friday deal. And Eric does his own processing of when he gets deer, and we always were just saran wrapping it. And then when people were telling me how amazing the Food Saver is, and especially if you're doing your own meat, it's worth it. And for the $99 at BJ's, we said, okay, got it, and we love it. So I highly suggest it to you guys too. I will drop a link, and if there's any deals on it, I'll share it with you, but definitely look towards Black Friday. These things will go on sale.
You think head first or butt first?
Head.
Head first. Never actually done a whole chicken in the Food Saver bag, so hopefully it fits.
Fits?
Yep, so obviously we could have cut our bag a little shorter. Probably about 16 inches long would be good.
Okay.
Double sealed.
And it's got a spot, you can label it, put the date. Good to go.